I thought we found a lot about ourselves tonight. I thought, we at the game against Howard, we were really getting up and down the floor. Our shots were falling. They were playing us a man. Our offense was in a groove. And tonight, it was a grind-out game. And we showed that we can win in two types of styles. We can win in an up-tempo style, and we can win in a grind-out. And that's exactly what it was today. They were a challenging team. We knew through our preparation that, the way Fairfield plays and, our screen defense was going to have to be on point. Our communication was going to be on point. And, Fairfield did a great job. I think you saw it at the end of the first half with their three-point barrage on us, and that was just lack of focus on some things and lack of execution on defense. And a lot of it was execution on Fairfield's part. They did a really good job, and we did a poor job. But coming out of the locker room, we talked at the half about getting our defense going and making them uncomfortable. And I know we turned the ball over in that first possession, but then Bianca, I think, got a deflection, and then she hit a big three, and then we kind of rolled from there. And it was, the game I thought it was going to be, a real typical physical, type of game. But, our players really came through, and we're proud of them.
You mentioned your three-pointers in the first half, 18 or 30 points off of those. You guys were able to shut it down in the second half. You kind of touched on it some, but just talk about a little more about what adjustments you wanted to see made and players when they.
Yeah, like I said, I thought I was a little nervous there for when they started hitting those threes, because we do have a lot of new players playing this year, although Jenna and Bianca and Abby have been around for a while. But we do have some of even our upperclassmen, like Hanari Garner and Chandler Smith, are now just moving in more of prominent roles. So I was a little worried that maybe we might be knocked back on our heels a little bit too much. But the adjustments really was just, with our defense, getting after it on defense, and we looked different. If you saw us in those first couple minutes, we were kind of, hands were down, we were slow to the ball, and then the second half we really changed that. And obviously Jenna and Bianca at the top of our press are a big part of that. And then I think we just locked in. I really do. I think Abby, was a force inside with her, blocking shots, and we were rebounding the basketball, and we were able to beat their zone down the floor a little bit. And I think after that, you can tell we got our mojo back a little bit, and we started moving better.
Really balanced scoring effort tonight too. 5 players over 8 points, but no one over 12. Might be the case throughout the season. What do you get out of that?
Yeah, that's going to be us. I mean, Nari Garner, came in, and she has the ability. She's probably our best catch shot kid on the team. And I kept saying, Nari, you need to knock one down. And she went in there and she hit two big threes for us, and then 2 big foul shots for us. But that's going to be us. Bianca had a terrific game, and she's capable on Howard of having 26, and Jenna had 15. But I think you're going to see more of this type of action across the stat sheet. That when one person's down, another one can pick them up. We had a lot of players that that played on Saturday night that didn't get a lot of minutes today, and that's just the style of the game it was. It was a grind-out game, and I needed to really count on my veterans here who have been through those grind-out games to get us through this one. But this is a great win for us.
For both Jenna and Bianca, it was just kind of a sloppy game altogether. Both teams had 21 turnovers. Neither you guys shot the ball very well. How do you kind of persevere through that and find a way to win, even though it's, like he said, a grinded-out type of game?
Well, our motto is always defense first. And so when our shot isn't falling, or if we are turning the ball over or having mental lapses on offense, we can always count on our defense and our press and our intensity on that side of the ball to get us back. So that's kind of how we see that.
Yeah, our defense was definitely leading to more transition. That's really where we're good, is getting up and down the floor. And then we had people come in and hit shots like we needed them to, and we started moving better off the ball and adjusting to how the game was going. So I think we did a better job from there.
For Jenna, played all 40 minutes, 2 assists short of a triple-double tonight, 11, 11, and 8. What was your focus out there? Obviously leading the team at the point, playing strong defense as well. How were you able to contribute in so many different ways?
Yeah, well, assists come from my teammates knocking down shots, and my rebounds were from my teammates boxing out. So I think it's just an all-around team effort from there. And then I didn't hit as many shots as I would have liked, but I kept shooting the ball. So that's what I need to keep doing moving forward, and keep relying on my teammates to hit shots and rebound.
Both of you guys talked a lot about defense. I know midway through the third quarter, you guys already forced 3 shot clock violations on them. And, they only scored 4 points in that third quarter after, really bursting out at the end of the first half. What were you able to do on defense to really, shut them down?
I think we picked up the intensity on our press, and that was key there. And we really locked in and started trailing on the screens and focusing on getting over on top of the screens and getting around, because they really were good at shooting the ball, and they did have a lot of actions, which we knew we were prepared for. So I think we made the adjustment and really locked in on defense there.
I agree. For me personally, I was focusing on the flare screens, because I said a lot of those, when I'm looking this way and they set up a flare screen on my blind side. So focusing on those, getting over top of the screens, and like Jenna said, on our press. We talked about it at halftime. We were kind of just moving backwards instead of pressing up on them, so we focused on that.
Last one. Coach, can you just kind of talk about them, both Bianca and Jenna, the 1 and 2? Last year, obviously, you graduate in the third league score was Hoyster and Marlena, but it seems like they're moving a little bit quicker and getting out in transition. So tougher one. It seems like a little bit of a physical defensive 1-2 front.
Yeah, I think, it's just, Marlena and obviously Alex, our 2 leading scorers from last year. We're going to miss them, obviously. But I think, Bianca and Jenna are, seizing the moment now. It's their time to, take over ownership of the team. And I think they've done it nicely, not only on the court, but off the court as well. And I think you're going to see games like this. But yeah, them 2 off of each other, they play off each other terrifically. And sometimes I hesitate to, when we sub in a little bit, moving Bianca back to that forward spot, we lose a little bit on that. And, so we have to get better in regards to, having other people up there that Jenna can play with as well. But yeah, we're looking forward to them obviously they're both terrific, I think, defenders, super athletic. They obviously are rebounding the basketball real well. But I think, it's their team, right? And we're guard oriented. Obviously, we have Abby inside, and we have a lot of younger kids that I think they're doing a great job of bringing along, in our system.
And then just real quick, St. John's, 2 road games in a row for you guys. Chance to avenge a loss here in the season opener last year. Just what do you expect to see?
Well, again, they're going to be real physical. If you remember them from last year, that we had a really good fight with them here. Very well coached team again. They're going to get up on the floor a great deal. They have a couple good perimeter shooters, and we're just looking forward to challenges. Go on the road, Big East team in New York City, and we want to go out and find out more about ourselves. And that's what the non-conference season's all about playing different styles of basketball. Howard was different than Fairfield, and St. John's is going to be different than both of them. And we've got to be on point. We're going to rest tomorrow, travel up there Thursday, have a good practice, and see where we're at on Friday. Yep, thanks.